months ago, I made a new friend. Right when I needed it. Best friend's been there. He's been through it all before me.
Sorry about that, guys. Man, I hate that. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not going to start over. I'm just going to go on to the next one here. Well, I guess I can start over real quick. I'll just run through it real quick. Schumann. Here you go. We are still seeing a little bit of an uptick condition. It's kind of tapering off. But there you have it, right? The tool is down. Guys, I'm not gonna go over this stuff again. You guys have already heard it. So, I stopped right when I was talking about solar wind. I went back and looked at that. Sorry about that, guys. I think I hit a hotkey on my keyboard and I actually shut the stream off myself. It wasn't nothing to do with any kind of somebody shutting me down or anything like that. So, but anyway, so let's talk about this, okay? This is the termination event, right? This is what everybody's talking about right now. Now, this article was written December 7th, 2020, 6 months ago. Okay, yes, this should be talked about. But this is going to give me a chance to show you guys, explain a couple things here. Okay? First off, we see the 22-year cycle, right? We talk about 11-year cycle. Notice that's double 11. Well, the reason why is when the sun cycle happens when the polarity flips. All right, like we talk about a pole flip, right? Magnetic, north to south, right? And that's happening. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We know it's going to happen. Well, that happens about roughly every 11 years on the sun. So if we got positive, negative, in 11 years, those flip. Okay, negative, positive. So what these guys do, and a lot of the models do this, they'll use a 22-year cycle because what they consider a cycle is going back to the original state, which means positive to negative, it flips, negative to positive, and then the next time it flips, it goes back to the original state that it started with. That's why they use it like that. That's what they're saying here. That's why, if you see that 22-year cycle, it's pretty much the same thing. But there are good reasons to do both. I'm not going to get into why. I've not shown you guys this a whole lot before, as far as these graphs and stuff, because it does take some explaining, and it takes a while to explain these to really the way they need to be. But the first thing I want to point out here, the termination event is when negative and positive lines actually touch at the equator. Okay, they meet at the equator of the sun. Now, you won't get no explosion, nothing like that. What it does is it insinuates the sun to be a very, very intense thing almost immediately. Okay? It causes a very, very ramp up in intensity and number of eruptions from the sun. It antagonizes the sun, basically. So, everybody's predicting a very, very low solar cycle. But these guys here are saying if this happens this time, because it happens, they've got it recorded happening, going through the records and stuff. If it happens this cycle, that means that we could be in for a very active cycle. And it really wouldn't be all that great for us, because all the data points to, the magneticism, or, yeah. This whole shutdown thing got my brain all jacked up. What's new, right? But, yeah. Anyway, man, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. Yeah. But if we get a stronger cycle when our geomagnetism is weak, our magnetic field is weak right now, according to all the data, that's what it points to. And we get a really, really strong cycle, this could be not good, Yeah, exactly. Occam's razor. By the way, I love your name. Guys, if you don't know what Occam's razor is, Google it. It's a very good thing to go by. Basically, the most simplest answer tends to be the correct answer. That's basically what that means. But go Google it, you'll get a better explanation. But something else in this 22-year cycle that they're talking about, which is basically what we talk about, 2 cycles, 11 years, I want to point out there's a double peak. Okay, if you go back and look at solar cycles, there's always a double peak. So you'll see it ramp up, and then it looks like it's going to die off, right? I mean, that's a significant amount there. Then all of a sudden, the sun picks up activity again. Not a whole lot of people talk about that either. That happens. That's historic. That's data. You can go look at it. It's there. There's no argument there because that's just what happens. So we can't let our guard down is what I'm saying when we get past this first peak and we start dipping down. So, guys, as far as this goes, I'm not going to go too deep into this because really the gist of this is if this happens, we're not really going to know immediately when it happens because you're not going to see any kind of big explosion or anything like that. It's just going to make the sun very, very agitated. And they call it a termination event. It doesn't mean that the end of the world's coming or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is the only reason why I'm really talking about it now, because I've already touched on this, guys. I can't remember which video it was. I talked about this three or 4 months ago, probably when this article came out. But seeing how everybody else was talking about it right now, I wanted to jump out here and remind everybody what my opinion is on this. Again, if this happens this sun cycle, we will not have a slow sun cycle. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so what else we got here before I get off here with you guys? That's the discovered data. I think I went through that already, didn't I? Did I go through this yet, guys? The discovered data here with you? Somebody let me know. You guys still there? Hello? I get booted again? Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because it's got me kind of scared now. I don't want to keep going. So I already went over this, didn't I? Previously? Oh, I didn't? Okay. All right. So we had our BZ, the -6 that we talk about, the angle. We had an event a day or so ago. We were actually at a -6 or bigger for more than 12 hours. That's significant, guys. We've seen it in some of the in the data. Okay, we've seen it on the graphs, like over here. That's when all this uptick started, and then we get this other hit we weren't expecting to see, but that happened also. Also, guys, I want to give you guys another website to go look at. Okay, so if you guys come here, like NASA's down right now, so all we have right now is Space Weather Prediction Center, NOAA, right? So all you got to do is scroll down. Go down all the way to the bottom. And I encourage everybody to do this. You see these? So what it says? Models. Now, I've got shortcuts for almost all these already. But if we go down through here, and you see here, goes, right here, goes Solar Ultraviolet Imager. Watch this. Look at what we got. Okay? We can still see the sun. Now, it looks like something's going on over here, and I was looking at that earlier, but let's run this. It does look like that's erupting again. That's the only bad thing about using this one, because it doesn't give us we can't go back in I can't figure out how to get to the historic data on this. There's probably a way to do it. I'd have to look, but I'm not going to dig into that right now over live. But we got other colors. Now, see this 284? You see this blue color? Do you know what color that is on most of the other ones? It's purple. So this is what I'm talking about. They assign these things colors. They can make this thing baby poop green if they wanted to. Okay, we can't see it with our eyes. That's why they have to do this. So we can see what's actually going on here. But, so I don't want people freaking out thinking we can't see the sun. Because we can, right here. There's other ways to go around. Hey, Tom, what's up, bud? There's other ways to go around and see these tools. Now, granted, it's putting us at a handicap. I get it. It definitely is, because we're not going to get anything from seeds. Okay, this is seeds, and it's not going to update anything because the data is coming from NASA. All right? So that's what's happening there. Now, again, guys, I don't like the fact that they're down either, but it's just going to make it a little harder on those of us that do these channels, because we're going to have to take that extra step and go somewhere else and look. Something else too, I'm going to show you why I got you here. Look at this. Check this out. I've shown you guys this model before, the Australian model. This is our Magnetopause model. I've shown you guys this a bunch. I don't show it to you every time, but this gives us all the data we need too. There's your BZ, there's your density, and there's your wind speed. This is representing the bow shock, and you can see it fluctuating because we're taking hits right now. So we can actually look at this elsewhere too. Let me show you. Right here. Okay? Again, what are we looking at here? I can definitely tell you right now we're taking hits. You see this? We are definitely taking some sort of increased solar wind. Something's going on. And this is what I'm talking about. None of this was really expected, guys. See the density? The density is really showing some weird signatures, man. I've not seen it do some of this stuff. And I'll show you guys another one here in a minute that I thought was really interesting. Now, here's our pressure. Now, this is going to follow density. Now, I found this rather interesting. Okay? You see this? That's extremely interesting to me. Okay? Basically, this is showing you the tilt of our magnetic field. This is the North Pole. This is the South Pole. Notice we've got nothing, hardly at all, coming from this direction. Everything's coming this way. I can't give you a good reason why, but that's what we're looking at. We can't go to ISWA and look at that one because those that model gives us lines, and we could look at it, a little bit more in depth there. But this is, these models, they're showing you the same stuff, it's just in a different visual. Okay. Now, if you look at the pressure, I want to show you guys this too. Notice how it's coming from this direction. It's lighter down here for some reason. Plus, look at this. It looks like an egg. It looks like a stinking egg. Okay, you see it just kind of moving around and staying. So what that means is we're getting pressed on from both directions, or all directions. And what do I mean by all directions? Guys, I find this really interesting right here, because this is we don't see that usually. I mean, that's pretty intense pressure right there to have nothing down here. So whatever our angle is doing here, it's reacting to something. So I don't have a whole, like I said, I don't have the whole bag of tricks that we got. I showed you guys all I could show you as far as, the data and the tools and all that. But if I take this back and you look at this, now I am going to show you this too. Now this is the speed up here. Okay, you can definitely see the velocity. We're taking waves of hits right now. And none of this, I don't think, was expected. It doesn't mean that it's crazy stupid or anything like that. It's just none of it was really that expected. Did I click off of Space Weather Prediction Center? I think I know what I did. Hold on. Alright, let's just go back to it here. So, yeah, I mean, if you look down through here, look at what it's predicting right here. I guarantee you that this is probably going to jump up. Now, they are saying a 3 and a 2 here at the end of the day. Maybe we're getting it a little bit early. Who knows? But we'll just have to wait and see. I don't foresee us seeing any kind of big geomagnetic storms or nothing. We are seeing a little bit of crackling, is what I call it, in the flare department there. But yeah. So let's go over here to. Did I click off of spaceweather.com? I think I did. Okay, so, we got one official sunspot. I'm not going to go too much more into that. Yeah, the auroras are like gone on the North Pole. Wow. Noctilucent clouds. There you go. There's quite a bit of those right now. This is the blue metallic clouds that are formed by water vapor that freezes in the upper atmosphere around meteor dust. That's what causes these things, for those that didn't know. But it definitely, what happens is it happens in the summertime in each hemisphere. I'm not going to go too much into detail there, but I've done that in previous videos. Remember, guys, this is near-Earth objects. We got one kind of skirting by us at 0.6 lunar distance. That'd be tomorrow. That's about halfway to the moon. Lunar distance means the distance between us and the moon. So that's about halfway, a little past halfway. And then you got, it's not very big, and it's not moving at like breakneck speed or nothing. So even if it did come into our atmosphere, it probably wouldn't do much of anything. Okay? But yeah. I am interested about this. I want to check something here while I got you guys here. You can go to the Aurora Model 2. They have just one by itself right here. I'll show it to you. It's on the bottom of that NOAA one. So that's the North Pole, and it gives us the South Pole one here. Okay? So let me, I'm going to check something. It does seem like the South Pole is getting a little bit more extra aurora right now. And that would be consistent with that, what to do with it? Let's bring it back up, I guess. Hold on. It would be consistent with what we're seeing here. Okay? You would expect to see a pretty visual bit of difference in the aurora if we are getting more solar weather on one of the poles than we are the other. Okay? That would be expected. So maybe that's what we're seeing here. But I did want to show you guys this too. Hold on one second. I need to bring out this. We are going to go down here. I'm going to show you guys this one. All right, I recorded this last night because you can't get like historic data on this. What I was doing here, watch this. You see how it's compressing on all sides? I was just rocking it back and forth, guys, okay? So, look at that. It's compressing on all sides, not like directional. Our bow shock isn't moving, okay? But we were fluctuating. We were getting compressed on all sides. Hey, Ripper, what's up, bud? So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to grab it. You see that right there? See how it's doing that? That's not something we see usually. Usually we're talking about either getting hit in the front or the back or from directional or whatever. This is all sides. So let me let's play this one. I took two of the videos here. I'm just going to let this one play, but you should be able to see it here. Compressing. See it? It's on all sides. And that was odd to me. And that's why I stopped it there and wanted to show it to you. Okay, I started rocking it back and forth there. You see that? So, I don't know what caused that. When we do that all around in all directions, including the backside, front, I can't tell you what's causing that. If we just were pushing out, that's different. That means we're discharging, right? Like a capacitor does. But when we're getting pushed from all directions, that's a little different. A little different than what we're talking about here. Okay? You can even see a little whatever going on there. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that one. But I thought you guys might want to see that one. That was kind of cool, I thought. But yeah. Are you sure you wish to exit all stream record? Oh, no. I don't want to exit that. But yeah. So, again, guys, you know, I don't really have a whole lot. Yeah, no kidding, Rip. That's definitely something that's a pretty good tilt, man. I've not seen it do that in a long time, if ever. Because we're only, you know, when the stuff comes in easier on our poles anyway. So when we're getting this massive amount of pressure, heat, induction, whatever you want to call it here, just on one pole, it makes me wonder what the heck is going on. Because you can definitely see its own little signature here. Hey, Rick, what's up? So, you know, I don't know what to make of all this right now. There's a lot going on as far as we don't have the tools to look at right now because NASA's down. We won't get those back till at least Monday. And a lot of times when they say Monday, they mean Tuesday or Wednesday. That just happens. You know, it's a normal thing, guys. I worked on machines for 20 years. Things break down. Things need maintenance, especially when they come out weeks in advance and tell you something's going to happen. It's hard to say that it was something crazy. You know what I mean? When they tell you beforehand it's going to happen. Now, the one thing that I didn't catch, I don't think anybody else caught it, I don't remember them saying that all the NASA sites were going to do it. I only seen it on SDO. So I wasn't expecting these other ones, but then when I figured out that they were all NASA sites, then yeah, I knew what was going on then. So they were probably all using the same servers and all that mess. So, but yeah, guys, there you have it, you know. Again, I don't really know where else to go with this right now because we don't have a whole lot to go off of. I will keep you updated if anything happened. Oh, I know what else I wanted to show you. Okay, hold on. I forgot about this. We had a sundiver down here. I don't think anybody else has reported on that. I don't think they caught it because there was so much other stuff going on. Let me zoom in here. These sundivers are cool anyway. It's a little one. It could be a sun grazer. Regardless, something that size is probably not going to make it all the way to the sun anyway. It'll get ate up by the solar wind. But yeah, so there's that little dude shooting across there. And again, we see it often. I show it to you guys a lot. But unfortunately, we won't be able to see the end of its life because the data's coming from NASA. So you can kind of see it over here too. It's not as visible, but it's there. A little dot going through there. But yeah. All right, guys. But again, guys, we will be getting wind from this coronal hole. Okay? That's going to happen. And again, this termination event they were talking about, this article is 6 months old. It doesn't mean that it doesn't need talked about because not really too many people did talk about it. I did about 3 or 4 months ago just because I come across it. And I only touched on it. I didn't even go into depth. But yeah, I'm glad everybody else is picking up on that because this is significant. Okay? If this actually happens and we get a really strong solar cycle, yeah, we'll be having conversations until we can't. That's pretty much what it boils down to. If it, you know, it's not like an end of world type of thing, guys, but you know, like I said before, it's a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Yeah. That's what I was saying. The SDO is probably going to be back up on Monday. That's the scheduled time for it. I would think that they would be pretty close to that. They typically are. But the rest of the NASA server, the other NASA sites are, you know, we can't get to those right now either. I'm assuming they probably use the same servers. So that's probably what's going on there. Now, again, like I said, guys, we can still look at the sun. I just showed you guys how. It's not like anything is, like we can't look at stuff. We can. You just got to know where to go. And that's what I'm trying to show you guys. There's Aurora. Where was it at? Where did I have the... There it is. That's GOES. That's just one of them. We can go to other ones too. We're not blind, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't want, I just don't want people to like get all crazy about this, because it's not like that. I just want to be real about it. And that's what it is, Like I said before, guys, we got to be skeptical about everything, but we got to be real too, okay? And this is what we're talking about. If we can still go look at the sun and everything else, and you think about that for a second, if it was something that they didn't want us to see, do you guys honestly think we'd see it? I mean, come on. They wouldn't just shut one or two things off. They'd shut it all off if that was the case. That's just my opinion. But, again, opinions are like what? I'm not going to say the word, but opinions are like that, and everybody has one, right? Just saying. But, yeah. So, again, guys. Oh, there was something else here. Let's go back one day here on spaceweather.com. Again, guys, go give these guys some love. They do a great job over here. Now it's still showing that. Let's, yeah. This eclipse was pretty cool, guys. If you guys go over to Christine Settleman's site, she does like little 1 minute videos, and she's got some really cool pics of this. She's one of my mods. Go check her out. She put some music to it, and she's taking her own photographs. So, on the beach. So it's pretty cool. She did a really good job with that one. That was really cool. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so the people that really got the best deal here were the people that were up on the North Pole, where they were, they had what they call the midnight sun. Again, that's where they get basically 24 hours of daylight. I'm not going to go into detail there, but that's they got a better look at this than a lot of people did. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, guys. They also caught the ISS going across here at the same time. I thought that was pretty neat. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and get off here. Sorry about that little, I hit a hotkey on my keyboard, guys, and it shut my stream down. I apologize. Can't do nothing about it now. But there it is, guys. Most of the data is recorded. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you. So, I am going to go ahead and get off here, guys. Hey, Axe, what's up, brother? You guys, hey, thanks for dropping her link there. Appreciate that. Hey, BK, what's up, man? Seen you flying by through there. Hey, Sage, what's up? Willow. Good to see everybody. I hate to cut this off, but I do have to go do some things. So, yeah, no problem, B. What's up? Hope you have a good day, man. Hope you guys are all doing good. I know I don't do as many live streams as I used to. I just simply don't have the time, guys. It's just what it is. Just trying to, make my life level. And I'm still trying to level all that out. So, but anyway, guys, I'll see you later. God bless. Yahusha saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.